Paris Krishnamati here, and welcome back, guys, to another inspirational video. Turn this down a little bit. So, guys, I've run into a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles over these last couple of weeks. I started off with you guys. Let's start that off with just want to give you a little background music. That's actually my commercial, like my tune for my YouTube channel, and I missed it because I was going to buy the editing software where you can add music and things like that to your video, and it just so happens that I have to buy a car, so I haven't dealt with this situation. Some of you may know I just relocated back to Toledo, and I literally left my whole life behind, and I did go through financial hardship, but I'm slowly working my way out of debt, and I got my own studio, and now I'm looking at getting a vehicle of my own because I've been driving a friend of mine's vehicle. So anyways, now that I'm working and I'm making money, I have to go ahead and buy my own vehicle. So the money that I was going to use for an investment in my YouTube channel so I can get more subscribers and I can edit it and make the videos really, just fun and just, interesting with, enhancements and things like that. I told myself I'm not going to let that be an excuse for me not to be consistent in creating content for my YouTube channel, right? So no excuses, guys. That's tip number one. No more excuses. Excuses are the tools of incompetence that build monuments of nothing. So I'm right back here with another inspirational video. So today's tip is I'm actually documenting my journey. If you guys want to follow my journey on becoming a best-selling author, go to parisarmani.com and do subscribe and follow my blog because I am sharing my journey. And I have been in my rabbit hole, which is the sort of the theme of my new podcast series, which is based on, the fact that by the time you hear about most people who have a measure of success, they're all the way at the top, right? And it's like, you never heard about them, when they started from the bottom. Everybody started off homeless and struggling and like right where I was not too long ago, right? But then by the time they've got all this success, they built a 7-figure business, they have a huge, six-figure following of subscribers, and it's like, how did you get there, right? So it's like the whole process. I'm in love with the process of success. For me, it's really about the journey, not the destination. So I am sharing my journey with you guys on what it takes to become a best-selling author. So I am literally getting ready to fill in my planner that I have for 2018. I love this time of year because it's like all the pages are blank and I can go in and set my annual goals, my quarterly goals, and then break them down into monthly objectives and weekly goals and even daily goals, where I can literally time block off segments of my day once I can see the bigger picture of what I'm shooting for the quarter. It helps me to break it down into smaller, bite-sizable pieces. And that's one of the concepts I do talk about in my book, Change Your Philosophies, Change Your Life. You can order it on parisarmani.com right now. I'm actually taking pre-orders, and you do get a free shipping and a signed copy when you order before December 16th. So, tip number one is set clearly defined goals. All right, set big goals, right? Set annual goals, right? Where do you see yourself a year from now, right? What are your financial goals? Or I like to even say your impact goals, my human impact. How many human lives do I want to impact over the next year, right? And you can break that down even further into quarterly objectives, monthly objectives, and your weekly goals. And then from your weekly goals, you can very easily segment, time block segments of your day to work on your weekly goals. You set up daily goals for yourself, right? So you can literally plan your whole agenda for the whole year when you look 12 months away, right? So that was tip number one, and this is all still tying into becoming a best-selling author. So I'm literally planning my campaign as we speak. I'm going to be sharing that with you guys as well. So my goal for the first week is going to be 300 books sold. So I do have this dry erase report where I'm breaking it down to 20 books sold, 40, 60, 80, 100, and that's where I'll celebrate my first micro win when I get my first 100. And I am building that email list, guys, and I do have some really just wonderful freebies for you guys. So I'll take a moment just to tell you about it. I do have, for my opt-in email list, for those that subscribe at parisofmoney.com, I am offering instant access to my private Facebook community for spiritual entrepreneurs at Spiritual Entrepreneurs Vision 10K. And the exciting thing about being a member of my private Facebook community is that I am going to be offering a case study, an 8-week case study coaching program. And this is going to be offered free exclusively to members in my private Facebook community. So this is a $4,000 value, guys, and I am just doing this. If you want to know why would I be giving away so much value, it is just for the purpose of mastering my craft and getting the testimonials from the clients that I actually work with, and I'm able to produce results in your life. I shouldn't say I produce the results, because you have to do the work. You're going to produce the results, right? But I would like to have testimonials of coaching clients that I've actually worked with, because I think that's only right. When a coach tells me they charge $5,000 for a coaching package and I don't hear of any testimonials, I don't think that I would feel comfortable paying that kind of money, right? So I thought about it, and I'm very solution oriented. My solution around that obstacle is to have case studies, right? So you got to start somewhere. So don't be afraid to offer your services for free as you are developing yourself, branding yourself, and just building a following, right? In the beginning, that's perfectly fine. So that's tip number 1, is to set big goals. Set them out at least a year in advance so you can break down your weekly, monthly, quarterly, daily goals for the entire year, guys, right? So I think for the entire year, I'm shooting for, I want to say 10K books, but I want to 10x it to 100K. So we're going to be shooting for 100K books sold for the year. Okay, so I'll break that formula down for you guys as well in my next video. And tip number 2, well, we went over that, is to break your goals down into small bite-sizable pieces. So start with a big goal for the entire year, and then break it down into small monthly, weekly goals, right? And tip number 3 is to write it down, right? To fill in your planner, so that you always know, what's on the agenda for the day, right? When you plan that far ahead, it really brings present focus when you can see the bigger picture, right? It really helps to position you as a leader, right? When there's nothing better than someone who knows where they're going, right? Someone who has this air of confidence, right? They have direction. They're not confused. They're not doubting. It's like even if they've never been there before, it's like they know exactly where they're going because they've seen it. They've written it down, and they go over their goals, and they plan their day. They plan their weeks. They plan their months, months in advance, right? So set big goals, break them down, and write them down. Put them in your planner, because studies show that people who set big goals for themselves, people who set goals, they tend to make 90% more in annual income than those who don't set goals. All right, so I hope that this video was inspirational to you guys. If so, please leave comments, like, subscribe. I love hearing from you guys. I'll see you in the next inspirational video. Shalom, shalom. There's my music. No excuses.